Okay, I am back with you. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but I am all set now. So, we are back with lesson 6155, your first assignment. And like I said here, that you will be able to see part 4, unit 13, lesson 61, page 237. It also tells you that in your instructions. So, I left off with clicking on start work. And now it will download. Notice that it's downloading here. Open it up. And let me maximize this. This is a protected view. I am not certain why a lot of Word documents or Excel documents open up and have this protected view on it, but it's telling you be careful. Files from the internet can contain viruses. Unless you need to edit, it's safer to stay in protected view. So I guess ideally it is to keep any type of virus from downloading to your computer. But in order to use this, you need to click on Enable Editing. And now that brings up all of your ribbon. If you're not familiar with the Microsoft Word setup, you have a ribbon here. Each one of these things are called tabs. That's an insert tab, a design tab, layout, references, mailings, review, view, developer. Now inside the tab you have different groups. This is the clipboard group. This is the font group. This is a dialog box launcher. I can click on that and then opens up a dialog box. So you can make changes here. Same thing that you can do here on the short menu, you can do here on the longer menu, the more detailed menu. Cancel that. Alright, so what I need you to pay very close attention to is the fact that I downloaded the file from GDP and it gives me a file name. Do not begin typing this letter and create your own file name. GDP is not going to accept whatever you type and name as your own. It wants the same file that you downloaded to be the same file that you upload. So it starts off with GDP 11, Unit 13. We are in Unit 13. Correspondence 6155. That is our lesson. Now, my number 2 is because I've opened up this document once before on my computer. This may be your first time, so it should be a 1. This is in compatibility mode with Word. It doesn't matter which version I'm on. The 13 Word 13 or 2016. I'm currently on the 2016 Word. So here, this is very important. Once I complete this letter, which I am going to type for you, then I will save it. You make sure you save it. I always do a file, save as. Save as allows me to direct my document where I want it to go. So in this case, I will put it in my documents, place it here, save it, and when I am ready to go and upload it, I know it's under my documents. So I will begin by typing the date, June 3rd, 20. In your book, there are 2 hyphens or 2 dashes. It doesn't matter what you call them. That is to indicate you are to put the current year. So that would be 16. And the book, the way the book sets this up, it does not have enough space for it to have it to set it up where it flows like you would normally flow a letter. So those red marks in between each section, that's just to let you know this is breaking off into another letter part. Now notice I spoke with you in the previous video, which I hope you watched. It was only 6 minutes long, that you will have several parts to a business letter or a letter. The return address. In this case, this letter does not have a return address, but here is the date line. This is the second part. I have just created a double space. So I will begin typing the inside address or the recipient's address, starting off with the person I am addressing. And remember, I talked to you about a title. If the person you are addressing has a title. And then the company's name. Then the numeric address. And then your city, state, and your zip code. This is a +4 code in case you are not aware of that. I know you may have seen it on some of your mail. This is to help the post office sort the mail a lot faster. So now I'm going to double space again and begin my salutation. And this is a business letter, so it will be Dear Mr. Macias. I'm thinking that's how you say that. With open punctuation. So we included a colon. Now I'm going to double space and type our first paragraph. Okay, so I typed my first paragraph, and I want to call your attention to, I will zoom in so you can see. I have these dots and markers on. This is called your Show Hide Special Characters button. It is available in all of these programs. The show paragraph marks and other hidden formatting symbols. This is especially useful for advanced layout technique task. The reason I turn this on is because I need to see where I have entered. Anytime I do strike enter on the keyboard, it gives me this paragraph symbol. It lets me know that I pressed the enter key. Anytime I press the space bar on my keyboard, it gives me a dot in between my two words. Now I turn that on so I can see if I am spacing correctly. I am an old-fashioned typer. I learned a long time ago. There used to be 2 spaces after a sentence within a paragraph. That is no longer necessary. You can space twice. Notice here I only spaced once after this. I'm still in the habit of spacing twice in some of my documents. I have to catch myself and go back and space once. It is okay if that's your personal preference and you're doing something for your personal anything you do personally. For this GDP program, it is only going to accept 1 space. Even when you do your time writings, it wants 1 space after the sentence, after a period, question mark, or whatever. Now, in the case of a colon within a paragraph, you will space twice. So notice that I typed my paragraph. I'm ready to go to the next line. All I need to do is press the enter key twice and I can begin my next paragraph. In reference to formatting, this is a block style letter. The reason it is block style is because everything begins on the left margin. If you notice that dotted line that I have, I click this option so I can see that everything begins on the left margin. In the event that it were a modified block style letter, that means I would take my date and take it to the center. Now I'm just pressing tab just to show you, but you would set up a tab to come to the center. So if the center of this document is 3 inches from the left margin, then I would ideally set up a tab to get there. And the date, the writer's name, and the date, the complimentary close, and the writer's name, those are items that will be modified block. It means that you will take that to the center. Now it should tell you where you should space that to get to the center. I am thinking right about 3 will put you at center. So here's the 3-inch mark on the ruler. If you do not have your ruler visible, please go to view, turn on your ruler so you will see what you are doing and understand how to do that. Also, we use the tab key. I am going to take this back. I'll hit my undo button and take it back. We do not press the space bar to get to the center. That is not accurate at all. You cannot get an accurate center reading by pressing the space bar. So I will undo that. You can also do a marker, a first line indent. You can actually take that marker and put it at the 3. Now if you do that, it means the next time you type the next paragraph, it will move as well. That's only if you're setting up different paragraphs that may need to be indented. I would use that feature in reports. So let me take that back. All right, I will type the second paragraph. Okay, got my paragraphs in. All right, notice that one paragraph symbol in between text equals a double space. This paragraph is single space. So I'm at the end of this paragraph. I enter, and I will enter again to begin the complementary close. And I am going to enter down 4 times. Enter again, put her title. Enter again and put my reference initials. URS, yours. So that will be my initials. Now, before I submit this, I am going to my manual and I will check and see if I did it correctly. Make sure I have everything correct. All right. So, actually, I forgot. It told me to, I think it tells you, did it tell you to enter down? How many times? Let me see. Maybe we are to enter down 6 times. No, excuse me. 5 times. Enter down 5 times. I failed to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the 6th time is where you begin typing. So I have 5 enters or 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th line I began to type. I apologize for that. I did not set that margin up. Now, I have done all of the typing. I have my date. I have my inside address. I have my salutation. Here's my body. I have my complimentary close, my writer's name, my writer's title, and my reference initials. And I need to have 3 blank lines in between the sincerely, which is the complimentary close, and the writer's name. That is enough space for the person to sign. I think everything looks great. I am going to save it again. Actually, if I click, now I have already saved it. So if I click my X, it's going to ask me, do I want to save? And of course I want to save it. And I will go back to submitting it. So I will browse my computer to look for it, and it's under my documents. Click here, click my open button, and as long as this little hourglass is working, it means it's uploading. So once it has uploaded, here's my submit work button. Submit my work, and let's see how I did. Oh, ha ha ha. First of all, it is not 2016, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2017. That is my first error. So it's going to let me know how many keystroking errors I have. And that's what I'm grading you on, keystroking and formatting. It should tell you formatting. I will check that and see what the format problem is, the reason it did not. Did I misspell associates? I may have. I am human. I did. Oh, I put a comma. They didn't ask for that. I'm used to putting a comma when you have incorporated. That's not what they asked me to do. I didn't follow directions. So there you have it. I have my keystrokes. Oh, and I failed to do this. I was supposed to, look at there. I tell you. Forgot to put my enter in. I needed 3 enters here. Just going too fast. I will definitely get the next one right. All right, so what we'll do, you can close this. If you are satisfied with that, you can press the next button. If you are not, you can click on edit work like I am doing, because I am going to edit my mistakes. Give you the opportunity to correct your mistakes. I will go in, take that out, and there we go. And I think I should have everything ready to go. So I am going to do a print preview to see what it looks like. And here's what it looks like. It looks good. This is called your backstage view. This is my print preview. I will click this arrow to take me back. Please do not click the close button because it will erase all of your information. Click the arrow to go back. I am ready to save again. And now I am going to upload it once again. And it should, yep, ready. Oh, did I forget? It gave me the same errors. Oh, whoa, wait, did I pick the same thing again? I may have picked the same document. Did I not make any changes? I made the changes. Did I pick the wrong document? I probably did. Here we go. So here. I don't think I saved it, or I don't know what I did. So I should have it right now. File. Save as. Tell it where to save. Oh, it went to my downloads. Okay, put it on my documents. Replace what I already had. Yes, I do want to replace. Save it. Close it. Open. Close that. Browse. Go to my documents. Open. Submit work. Yay! I did. Okay. Oh, I put the silly me. I put the enters in the wrong place. moving too fast, moving too fast. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. All right, I did not need them here. This is definitely a double space. This is the quadruple space right here. All right, I'll take that. Closing that up. Now I'm ready to go to the next assignment. Click my next button. And it should take me to 56. Ideally, I created this when I'm done. All right, go to the next one. And I want to talk to you about 6157. 6157 wants you to make changes to 6155. Do not go in your documents and pull up 6155 and make the changes. It is going to take the assignment that you uploaded in GDP and allow you to download that again. So this is what it's going to do. Click on Start Work. It downloads. I'm opening it up. And now it has a different file name. It's 6155S. Don't try to replace anything. Don't go into your documents, pull that up and replace, because it knows if you're not doing it correctly. And this system is very smart. It will give me flags to tell me there is some academic dishonesty that I need to check on. So if you try to put something in and it thinks it's been copied from somewhere else, it will alert me. So I'm here. First of all, let me take out get my errors straight. And it should be here. And it's telling me to change the letter format to modified block. So I'm going to take that and I'll move this to 3. And I'll move this one to 3. Alright, now, but before I do that, let me check my manual to make sure that is correct. Actually, it tells us 3.25, so let me go back. I'll change it, and I'll actually show you how to do 3.25 without moving it on the ruler. I take that back. Hey, come on. Alright, so I am going to set a tab. So here's what I did. Under my paragraph group, there's a dialog box. Pop that open. Click on tabs. And in my manual, it tells me that I can use the ruler to select all the lines of the letter. Use the horizontal ruler to set a 3.25 tab. Or I can do the left tab. Okay, I can set it. Let me show you how to set it. Here's your tab stop position. Here is your alignment. Make sure it is left. You do not need a leader. I can type in 3.25, set, click OK. Then I press the tab key and it takes me here to 3.25. When you have set a tab, it is going to give you this little marker. This to me looks like an L, so that makes me remember left tab. If I want that to be a right tab, that L is turned in the opposite direction, so it's a right tab. Or I can do a center tab and it now looks like this. To me, that's the cross intersection sign in traffic. There is a, I don't know. Alright, that was my thought process. Okay, I made a mistake. I want to clear that one and click OK. Now, I can get rid of this tab, click on it, drop it out. It's gone. So take that back. Here's what I can do. If you don't know, this is 3, that's 3.5. You have to know how to do it just right. That's your left. Whoa, here it is. That's your left indent. That's your hanging indent. This is your first line indent. So it's telling you on the ruler you can actually double click, and it looks like it was here, so I can double click and it gave me the tab positions. Click OK. See, put it right there. How about double click, put one right here at 4.13. Two ways to do that: on the ruler or going to the dialog box and paragraph, clicking on tab and setting your paragraphs. Alright, so I will clear that one. I definitely want the 3 point. Whoa. Alright, take that off. Now, we set it when you press the tab key, it is going to take that over to 3.25. The three things that need to be centered in the modified block is your date, the complementary close, and the writer's name line. In addition to the writer's name line, if a title is used, then you would take that as well. So I am going to highlight this, highlight those, press the tab key. Hold on, I didn't set my tab from that point. I only set it from where I was at the beginning. 3.25, left, set, OK, and tab. Still no tab. Interesting. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Let me go back. It does not want me to tab multiple lines. I am okay with that. That's called trial and error. It does not want me to do multiple lines at a time. Press the tab key and it will immediately take you to the 3.25 mark, and that is your modified block letter. And that's it. That brings us to the end of this lesson. I will save this. Actually, let me go ahead and resave it. Save as. Put it in here. Take it to my documents. Save it. Close this. Go back. Insert it. Make sure it's the one with the S on the end. Open. Submit work. And oh, I forgot to change the name. Actually, I just showed you how to change the modified block. I didn't show you the rest of it. You have to change the name. Step number 2, change the addressee's name to Mr. Ping Lim. Change the salutation to Dear Mr. Lim. Delete the last paragraph and replace it with I would certainly appreciate it. And it will let you know when you're incorrect. And yes, I was incorrect. Now, I want you to see this. The tab lets you know that you did press the tab, so it's where it needs to be. Of course, I didn't change his name and I didn't change the salutation. I did not get rid of that last paragraph. And I needed to retype the new paragraph. It shows that I did tab. I tabbed here, tabbed here. If you notice right here, use the default font size for the letter, and I thought I used the default font size. I wonder why it's telling me that. It's saying this program is very, very sensitive. If you don't do what it wants you to do, click OK. Let me go back to my document and see what font I am using. That's default. Well, that's my default. I am sticking with that. And after I finish this video, I am going to correct my errors and resubmit so I can get my 100. I hope this video was useful to you. Thank you for watching.